Mods have been switched to smooth or Cadillac. Would this be Cadillac mode? All right guys, what's going on? So we're back out here in the garage today. And if you've been following the channel for any amount of time, you know that I've been shooting this Elite to Omnia and I absolutely do love it. The one thing I guess that I would improve on this bow, if I could improve something, would be to soften the draw cycle up just a little bit. It's just a little stiff right from the get-go. The more you shoot it, you get used to it. It's not that big of a deal, but if I had an option to smooth it up, I would like to do that. And luckily, Elite has that option for me. They have the smooth mod kit for this SP cam that is on these Elite Omnias and the Eras. And supposedly this is going to soften or smooth up that draw cycle. All right, so when it comes down to how is this going to affect the performance of the bow, we all kind of know that it should soften the draw cycle up, but there's always a trade-off with that. And I guess the trade-off would be feet per second with my arrow. Now, I don't have a chronograph here at my house, but what I can do is I'm going to take 3 arrows. We're going to head up to the range. I'm going to shoot them at 75 or 80 yards, leave them in the target, come back down here, switch the mods out, get it all set up the way it needs to be with the same, roughly the same let off. Going to go back up onto the range, shoot 3 more arrows, and see where the point of impact shift is. We're going to find out. So let's go up to the range. Let's shoot 3 arrows, see where they land, get a good group out there. Come back down, swap this out, see if it makes a difference. All right, here we go. 80 yards, got some new arrows built up this morning. These are VAP TKOs, and I have this multi-fletch color on the back, some white and pink action. Do like it. Do like these arrows, are easy to pull out of the target. Performance mod group on this SP cam. 80 yards, here we go. That might be a tick left, but not bad. See where this group's at, change the mods on this bow, and see if it makes a difference. All right, there's my first group at 80 yards. That was with the performance mod on this SP cam through this Elite Omnia. So let's go change these mods out. We put on the smooth mod kit and see if that makes a difference on the point of impact. All right guys, so I guess you don't really need a bow press to change these mods out, but for me at 30 inches, one of these set screws for me is directly behind the limb bolt or the limb itself. So for me, it just makes it easier to flex this bow and get this cam moving a little bit. If you're doing this at home, I don't recommend it, and I'm sure Elite doesn't either, but if you're in a pinch, you can always just move the string to the side and kind of pull on it and manipulate the cam a little bit to get it past the limb. That's kind of up to you. Use at your own discretion. This is not medical advice for bows. They make it easy to tell which one is which. This is the performance mod, this is the smooth mod. So let's try to match the micro mod let off as best I can on this one. And I do have some felt on this. I'll try to get some more to put on here. It just takes a little click at the end away. Mods have been switched to smooth or Cadillac. Would this be Cadillac mode? Let's go find out if switching these mods makes a difference in arrow performance or smoothness of draw. All right, here we go. I have the smooth mod set up on this SP cam. Let's see if it makes a difference at 80 yards in performance. Let's see what the draw cycle feels like. If it's as stiff as it was on performance, I would assume it's going to be smoother. So let's go ahead. 80 yards, first time shooting the smooth mod kit for these SP cams. Oh yeah. Way smoother. A little easier to let down, not as jumpy, but definitely smooths it up. All right, I lost that one a little left. We'll take the average of the 3. Let's go ahead, shoot 2 more. Not bad. All right, let's go see where those 3 are. All right, so just initial look on it. These 3 here at the bottom, those 3 right there, those are with the smooth mod. These 3 up here are with the performance mod, and you can see it's a couple inches. If we take the kind of the middle or the average here, it's not a terrible group. I did know I lost one of them a little left, which is probably that low one. So we're talking maybe 3 inches at 80 yards, 2.5 inches. All right, guys, so at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter whether I'm shooting the performance mod or the smooth mod on this bow. And depending on how you want to look at it, I don't really think it makes that much of a difference. Yeah, I'm going to have to change my sight tape on it. I might lose maybe, you know, let's call it 6 yards, 5-6 yards off my max sight tape. Does that make a difference? Somewhere like tack it would, but in a hunting situation, no. So the smooth mods are what I'm going to leave on here because I like taking my hunting rig to tack. And this is what I'm going to be hunting with this year, so I'm going to leave these smooth mods on here, get this bow absolutely dialed in with this sight tape, and just get ready to have some fun, sling some darts. If you're someone in the shorter draw length range, so you have a 25, 26, maybe even 27-ish draw length, you're shooting sub 70 pounds, maybe 65, 60, 55 pounds, going to the smooth mod, you're gonna lose a little bit of performance. And if you're trying to go out to these Total Archery Challenge or 3D shoots with your buddies and throw really far shots, you might run out of sight tape room. So keep that in mind. But if you're going to be using these for a hunting situation, you're losing a few feet per second. It might change your pin gap slightly inside of 50 yards, but overall, at the end of the day, I do like these smooth mods. It definitely changes the attitude of this bow. Thanks for watching this video. My name's Jeff Cordero. We'll see you out on the range.